All right, welcome back to Terrible at Fishing, everybody. So, I'm going to give you some news for those that are local. I think it's really good news for you, so stay tuned. All right, so you guys know that I've been struggling with my health. I know. What's new? It's been a struggle the last 10 years. And so last week I got this really depressing news, and that I couldn't drive anymore. Couldn't drive, and so man, I was still pretty upset about it. But what can you do? I've got a neurological issue, and there's really not a whole lot we can do about it. Not yet, anyway. We'll figure it out, I think. But this is like the best fishing year in history here in Oregon. I know. The best fishing year in history. I mean, all the rivers are at the highest CFM and, volume, and lakes are spilling over, and it's like, millions of fish are being just stocked on a weekly basis. It's just sick. So, you guys know that I got this beautiful boat. I have worked hard on this boat. I really have. And it's it's fantastic. Really is. But in order for me to get it from here to there, I've got to drive. And typically I fish 2 or 3 times a week. And put in about 40 hours on the water. And, what's so bad is like I can't, I lost my freedom. So, this boat, in order for me to get my freedom back, I need mobility. And I fortunately live in a great spot. Okay. Lake River, Yawana, Upper Klamath, which is the largest body of the water west of the Mississippi, or west of the Rockies, and it's just, I got all this, water and rivers. I got the Sprague, I've got the Williamsons, I've got the Woods, I've got Klamath, and I've got Lost Creek, and it's just, I got a lot of stuff around here. I can go fishing locally, but I need mobility. And, well, I don't have a lot of money. So, in fact, take that back. I have a zip. I used to, as you could see. I have a little bit. But if you look at, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to trade my boat unless something else happens. Sell the boat so I could buy mobility, which is like an e-trike. Or an e-bike, or something. I live on a hill too, and I'm a big guy, so I need some torque, and something with distance. No reason for me to buy anything that doesn't have torque and distance. And so, this boat, those seats, by the way, are not only upgraded, but the captain's seat, that's got a high density marine foam. I mean, that baby's comfortable. I replaced the foam in it. The passenger seat, bring a cushion. It's a good seat. It's just not for a fat guy. So skinny people up front, big guys in the back. And my Garmin 7-inch, it's side imaging, and got a dozen rod holders on that thing. I've got a lithium ion 100 amp battery on it. That'll last you easily a day, maybe two, depending on the lake and how much use you get on it. 55-pound thrust Newport engine, an anchor winch, and just a lot of stuff. And that boat, to be honest, and I've told you this many times, it's a perfect boat for me anyway. You don't even need a truck to haul it. You could roll it up and blow it up at the lake or water body, but I just slide it in the back of my truck. It holds pressure perfectly. It is, the hide is thick as an alligator, and it is, well, it's a darn good boat. I've got, to be honest, it is a really good book. The stand-up bar that I got my hand on, that usually goes in the front, but I'm never at the front. So because of my issues, I put it in the back as sort of a handicap assist bar on it. And it was a really good boat. Really good boat. To be honest, I made it perfect. I did. I made it perfect. It's registered this year, next year, so no big deal for Oregon anyway. I have the title, of course, and everything. It's just, it is a good boat. It's perfect. To be honest, it is a perfect little boat. You can put a gas engine on it if you want. You could probably do some more stuff to it, but there's no need for it. Of course, I've got the oar locks and the oars, but I just don't use them. I always put one up front just in case I got to bail myself out of, lily pads and stuff like that. So I'll be selling it unless something happens. And I figured, this boat is an easy $3,000. The way I've got it fitted, easy $3,000. So I'm thinking $2,300. Man, this is a good boat. I don't care who you are. You come get that boat, you were just going to have such a great time on the water with that boat, on rivers, on ocean, on lakes. I don't care where you are. I mean, it was a great boat. It's a Seagull Fold Cat 375, and I'm telling you, it is the best boat in their lineup for fishing anyway. And and some of you don't see, I put pads on it, foam covers on it too. So, but it's a good boat, really good boat. So, I could trade for an appropriate e-trike, the whole point is for me to get mobility, right? And there's one called a Meet One Tour. Costs a lot of money, though. Even $2,300 ain't going to pay for the trike because it's $3,300. It really is the dream trike. I sent letters off to the manufacturers of appropriate e-vehicles to see if they'll give me one for review, but also I would sponsor that. We'll see what happens there. If you don't ask, you can't get a yes, right? So I asked, and I need to get out there. You guys know I'm kind of addicted to fishing. And anyway, I know that is a great boat. That's all I can say. I mean, there's some, sort of like me having a 69 Dodge Charger. It's the perfect car for me. I've owned two of them, 69 Dodge Charger RTs, big old 440s, four on the floor. I mean, boom. The perfect car. This is the perfect boat. That's my 69 Dodge Charger RT 4-speed. That's it. And just like when I had to sell my 69 Dodge Charger, my last one, I hoped it went to a good home. It didn't. But this one, I know whoever gets it is going to love it. Absolutely love it. Man, that's a good boat. You guys have no idea. I mean, I guess you could beat it with bass boats, but winterizing this thing, you just roll it up and stick it in a box or the bag that it comes with. Whatever. You can't do that with a bass boat. That's a bass boat. In every essence, that's a bass boat. Anyway, next week, because I'm gone for a few days this week, next week I'm going to put this on eBay. Or not eBay, but on Facebook Marketplace. And unless something pops up and I don't have to sell my boat. Man, it's a good boat. That's all I can tell you. Man, that is a great boat. I may cry.